Hey, what up, y'all? We are back with part 29 of Law's Judgment. You feel me? Now let's get right into this thing. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, guys. I haven't played this game in a while, so yeah, I might be a little rusty. So I might get my ass whipped a couple of times, but it is what it is. You feel me?
You know how they say your life flashes before your eyes when you're dying? That shit's real talk.
You saw it all, huh?
Yeah. There I am, bleeding out. And suddenly I'm getting the 3rd degree from Matsugane-san. Back when I was still just a rookie. Captain Hamura stares me down like, time to lose that pinky. And then, Higashi starts crying for me. Oh, if I'm gonna go, I ought to get a better final scene than that shit, right? Right?
I'm sure it'll be
I don't know,
rosier
big
when
dog.
the time comes for real. Glad you pulled through, man.
That bastard Soma, though.
You should have had your head
Next
on the
time
swivel.
he's
You know what I'm saying?
fucked.
You could have seen that nigga
We
about to
could
stab
have
you,
avenged
goofy
Sawa
ass.
Sensei if it weren't for that stupid ambush.
Well, you didn't tell the cops about him, did you?
Had to give the cops a statement, so I did. With a generous side of bullshit.
That'll get you busted, you know.
I'm joking. All I said was the truth. That I got knifed by the same twisted fuck who got Sawa Sensei.
In that case, it's only a matter of time until Soma's arrested. So for now, we'll
Oh,
go
was
after
asking you.
Kawana, the piece that ties it all together. We just have to find him before RK does.
Kuwana, huh? He's on my shit list too, just so you know.
Huh?
Kuwana must have had some sort of agenda back when he first met us. In fact, it's probably because you were looking into Mikoshiba. He palled around with me all because of that. I'm just the sucker of the agency, huh?
I wouldn't say that.
Still. The moment an ass for me to kick turns up, this is the shape I'm in.
Just focus on getting better. Tsukuma will stop by later, too.
What? Sugiura gonna give me the cold shoulder?
He and I are off to question Mamiya. He said he'd drive us from Ijincho and everything.
Yeah. You stay, you know what I'm saying? You get your rest. You feel me, nigga? Yeet. Oh, y'all I'm trash. Alright, let's see what these boys in here got for me. Hey, what up, niggas? What y'all got? We'll talk to him.
So, we off to see Mamiya? I'm ready whenever you are.
I'm ready right now, nigga. Let's go.
Yep, let's go.
Alright, let's do this. If your theory is accurate, then Mamiya was involved in both Kawai and Mikoshiba's murders.
Mm-hmm.
And even if that's off, we can at least learn more about Kawana-san as a teacher.
Yeah, whatever.
Yes?
Hi, it's Yagami. I dropped by with Genda Law the other day.
Not again.
Yep.
I have
it's me,
just
nigga.
a few more questions I'd like to ask you.
You told me the last visit would be your only one. Seriously, why do you keep showing up here uninvited?
Because I'm
Please,
finna slap the shit
just
out you
leave
for
me
lying to
alone.
me. That's why.
I suppose I should mention, I'm here today as a detective, not a lawyer.
So what?
And my partner here is Sugiura. He's with an agency called Yokohama 99.
Never heard of him.
He's based in Ijincho. He's working a case.
'cause this shit low
maybe
key,
saw it
nigga.
on the
Why?
news. The murder of Seiryo High teacher Yokosawa, killed in her own apartment. You and Sawa-san were classmates in high school, is that correct? After leaving Kurokawa 13 years ago,
That bitch He didn't
Sawa-san
answer
moved to
me.
Ijincho
Okay.
to teach.
I knocked this damn door down.
Are you still there?
What is it you want? I haven't seen Yoko-chan since graduation.
You gonna see my hands now.
Gotta go.
Fuck
You're barking
around.
up the wrong tree.
Maybe you'll remember Kitakata-sensei then. I ran into him at Sawa-sensei's home right before the murder. He was your homeroom teacher at Kurakawa, but resigned after the Mitsuru Kusamoto incident. Just like you, he appears to be connected to Sawa-san.
So why am I being singled out? Can't you just ask someone else?
Believe me, it's a long list. But right now, we're here to find out how Sawa-san got mixed up in all this. You two weren't necessarily on bad terms, were you?
If I had to say, we weren't on the best terms either.
Ah, how convenient. Because that's a perspective I'd like to hear more about as well.
My husband will be home soon. Can you keep it quick?
But I
I'll
don't
give it
care
my
about your
best
husband.
shot.
I'll beat his ass.
Exactly.
What you
Thanks
talking
for
about?
hearing us out.
Hold on just a moment.
Look, talking about your husband, nigga. We gonna jump his goofy ass. Fuck wrong with you?
Wonder what's going on.
Talking
You
about
don't think she
her.
bolted, do you?
I don't know.
Wouldn't count on it.
Should we ring again?
I didn't read that, guys. Man, you know. Oh, I'm about to say.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I just wanted to clean up a little.
Girl, I don't care about your dirty ass house.
Is your son home today?
He's at English school right now. I have to pick him up soon.
Doesn't your husband help with any of that? You said he'd be home soon, right?
Excuse me, but you are in no place to make those kinds of comments.
Hey, man, slap him, nigga. Slap him.
Sorry. Didn't mean to pry.
Well, what is it you want to ask?
Hmm.
The groping was orchestrated, right?
Excuse you?
When Akihiro Ihara grabbed you on the train, you were in on that, weren't you?
Yeah, we get
The
straight
whole thing
down
was
to
a
the nitty gritty.
conspiracy, staged to play out as it did.
You need to leave. Right now.
Dude, what gives?
No one would even think to consider a predator and his victim could be accomplices. It's unheard of. But if it was to establish a murder alibi, that's another story, considering how much lighter the sentence is. That way, Ihara got away with killing Mikoshiba, paying only a fraction of the price. But as luck would have it, proving it is going to require you to cooperate with us now.
If you don't get up this second, I am calling the police. I
Man,
mean it.
I don't care about no police, nigga.
It took me quite a long time to figure out how you and Ihara were connected. But once I learned Yokosawa attended Kurakawa, it all started falling into place. She was in your homeroom class. She looked after Toshiro Ihara. She was the link to everyone. But just before I could ask her about any of this, she was murdered by Kamurocho gang. That same gang has been hunting your old teacher, Kitakata-sensei.
What is it you want from me?
Mamiya-san, do you have any idea where Kitakata-sensei could be? He may be Kawana the handyman, but he hasn't answered his work line since Sawa-san's murder.
I don't know. He was my teacher a decade ago. I barely remember his face.
Why you keep cabbing, cuz?
Well, I'm willing to wager Kitakata-sensei still remembers yours. I'll prove it right now.
Oh, God.
There we go. I remember that. Yeah.
See for yourself.
No.
This
Yeah.
was recorded at Kurakawa Academy 13 years ago. Feeling nostalgic yet?
Yeah, you want that photo, nigga? I ain't like that at you.
It was well hidden. Your Kitakata-sensei had it on a USB drive. He really didn't want this thing being seen.
Yeah, but I
The
seen
most
it, nigga.
interesting part is the date. It's the very same day Mitsuru Kusamoto jumped off the school roof. And hanging out in the back, we see you, laughing and cheering right along with the other
being
boys.
goofy as hell.
Guess it's safe to say it's a good thing your family wasn't home. Wouldn't exactly want them seeing this, would we?
Has this video come up? Has Kitakata-sensei ever mentioned to you that he had it?
on crack?
Please delete it.
I ain't deleting nothing.
Considering the angle, I get the feeling that this was recorded in secret. And based on your reaction, did you even know it existed?
You know what happened to Mitsuru-kun. He's been in a coma ever since what you did to him that day. But still, only one of you took the fall. Shinya Kawai took all the blame. Well, sorta, being that he got fired, Kitakata-sensei took heat too. Still, you all just moved right along with your lives. You've even got happy little families.
Yep. Like real niggas like me gonna forget.
What? Are you expecting someone?
Who you expecting? Some goofy ass man not come through that door.
yes, son.
Or whatever his name is. Come whoop his ass.
Well, I knew it would happen someday.
Uh-huh. And what you about to do? You about to kill
What
yourself?
do you mean?
Uh-oh. Who that? Oh, I'm ready to throw hands. What's up? Oh, it's the goof niggas.
Looks like she wanted some company over.
Yes, sir. What up with it, nigga? Are you ready, big dog? Come on. Yep, let's get it. Hit. Oh! Light him up. Oh, slap booty. Hey, nigga hit me with a bat. Hold on, watch out. Hurricane around on that hoe ass nigga. Go to sleep, nigga. Aw, man, they were easy. Come on, man. They were easy, man. Come on, man. Is that it? Is that it?
Well, this turned into a shit show.
Man, it was slight work. Come on, man. Slight work.
And would you look at that? Our old friend Akaike-san showed up to play a part.
I don't know who the fuck that is, to be honest. Oh, that little ugly ass boy. That's who that is.
So you are all working together.
Mm-hmm. If you thought them weak ass
What should
niggas
we
was
do
gonna
with
take
them?
me down,
They're the
ain't no
jerks who
way.
hurt Tsukumo-kun, right?
Even though I forgot to play the game, that
Make
don't
every
even
finger
matter.
on their hand, it
I
still
know how
won't
to
make
throw
you
a
eat.
hands. I still know how to throw
They
them
may have
hands.
more in the way.
You feel me? Even though them nigga hit me in the head with a bat. You
I
know
have
what
an
I'm
old haunt in mind we move this to. And Mamiya-san's coming with.
saying? Yep.
Huh?
Yep. Put
Let
his
that
goddamn
cause a
shoes
scene,
on, nigga.
okay? I'd hate for a finger to
And
slip
put some
and
socks
punch
on,
this idiot.
stanky ass feet. Smell like onion rings and mushrooms in this bit. What are you talking about?
Hey, you think this is your personal jail, Yagami? What makes you think you can keep bringing captives here?
What's up,
Well,
real
it's the
nigga?
safest spot we know. Doesn't it feel good to be such a reliable friend?
Yeah, Higashi, be cool. We won't be around long.
Hey, nigga, just chill out.
Be cool. You think time's the issue? This is about respect, man.
What's your call? We kicking him out?
Oh, quick bit of news, Higashi-san. Kaito-san got shanked in Yokohama.
What? What the fuck? Kaito Aniki? By who?
Masama. Masama,
You'll
whatever
know
that
once
nigga name
we're
is.
done explaining. Let me introduce you to Mamiya-san first. She called up her friends to come after us just a little bit ago.
Yep, and I whooped their
Yeah.
ass. You know how I do.
And I do it again.
Do it
I
there.
don't give a shit about that. What happened to Aniki? You better have paid him back already, Yagami.
I don't know who the hell this
Fuck
nigga
those
talking about.
RK assholes. And how could Aniki have let him get to him like that?
Now that Higashi-san's up to speed,
Cause
should
he
we
have
get to
his
it?
head on a swivel, that's why.
Imagine Mamiya-san doesn't want to drag this out.
I ain't gonna lie, nigga,
What
whoop
do you
my
intend
ass
to do
too.
with me?
First, you'll tell us everything you know. We'll decide how to deal with you afterward.
Let's hit this. Let's hit this.
Then let's get this over with. What do you want to know?
Everything, nigga. Let's get down
Let's
to
start
the
with the
nit
video.
of the grit.
Any
You
thoughts
feel
you
me?
care to share? I found it on a flash drive in Kitakata-sensei's room. Or should I say, Kawana's. I take it that means he's the one who recorded it.
Yes.
That means Kawana already knew back then the rest of you were bullies too?
Yes.
If that's the case, then why was Shinya Kawai the only student thrown under the bus for it?
Yeah.
Kawana-san didn't show that tape to anyone else?
Yeah, speak
We
on
had
it,
no
nigga.
idea we were even being taped. We didn't find out about the video, or the reason he sat on it so long until way after graduating.
Why exactly did he sit on it for so long?
Kitakata-sensei said he kept it so he could teach us for the rest of our lives.
What?
If that video came out at the time of the incident, I'm sure life would have been hard for us then. After all, Kawai was exposed online, and that would mean millions of yen in compensation for damages.
Yeah, but you guys could have wound up in the same boat.
No. At most we would have come across as dumb kids he roped into helping him. We might have caught some flack, but people would chalk it up to kids and their cliques and move on. But that's only how it would have gone if it had come out while we were still teenagers.
You're saying circumstances are different now?
I have a child now. A husband, an upscale apartment. If the world sees that tape now, I'll lose it all. And what do you think would happen to my son?
I don't
The
know.
son of a woman who drove a kid to attempt suicide. His life would be ruined.
No, it ain't my fault. Should thought about that.
That recording.
That nigga hit him with a
was
drop
more
kick.
than too cool. Mitsuru
nigga
jumped from
with
the
a
school
drop
roof that
kick.
very night
I'm dead.
and is still in a coma today.
I get it. You have that much more to lose now. than when
Forgot
you were
all
a
about
kid.
that.
Same for all my classmates. Kurokawa Academy is a prestigious school, after all. Most graduates go off to
That
great
nigga got hit with a
universities
missile drop
and
kick.
high-paying jobs.
Me.
One started his own company. Others have families.
And they're all in your position too, huh? If that video gets out, they lose everything.
Exactly.
Oh,
Do you get it now?
nope.
He waited for all of us to get what we wanted in life, just so he could threaten to take it all away. And when that time came, he started contacting us. Every student you see in that video.
When was the first time Kawana approached you?
5 years ago. I was out on a walk with my son,
Oh.
and he came strolling up out of the blue.
Yep.
At first, I barely recognized him. His eyes were so hollow. Then, without so much as a word, he took out his phone and played that video. He's a psychopath.
Well, all you kids tormenting Mitsuru looked pretty psychopathic to me.
Yep. Tell her again, cuz.
And you're so perfect.
Yep.
An angel who never once acted out of line. Never lashed out at someone weaker than you, or sided with the group to shut someone out. Everyone does it.
Nah, nigga, only weak niggas do that.
We were just lucky enough to have some creep tape us, picking on some kid who couldn't take it. Why did this have to happen to me?
I'd
I
say
would-
it's because
I
bad
ain't-
things
yeah.
happen to bad people.
I ain't with that bullying shit, my
You'll
G.
sling your barbs from a safe distance, but once you're on the other side of it, you curl up and play victim.
You said it was 5 years ago that Kawana showed you the video? Reminds me of something Shirosaki-sensei was looking into.
What?
What was it, big
There was
dog?
this guy. I think his name was Shinya Kawai. Something about him getting snatched off the streets about 5 years back.
What you crying
It
for?
was you guys. You're the ones who abducted him in Kamurocho and murdered him.
No, it wasn't us. We could never do something like that.
Wasn't us, huh? So you're not denying he was murdered after all? Who was it then?
All Sensei told us was to find Kawai somewhere in Kamurocho, then bring him back with us, no matter what it took.
Did Kawana tell you what he wanted with him?
He needs to be there when you all beg for forgiveness, is all he said. And if we refused, He leaked the video. So we all went to see Kawhi, but he wanted nothing to do with Sensei. Considering he'd cost him everything, that came as no surprise.
But doing nothing would cost the rest of you everything too.
Yes. So we had to force him into our van. After he put up a fight.
Yeah.
What kind of van you force him into, though, huh?
Witnesses said.
What kind of van you talking about?
Then what happened? Nobody's heard from the guy since.
We were directed to bring him to a wharf in Yokohama. And that's
What
where
you
we
mean by
begged
that?
for forgiveness. After that, he said we were free to go. All except Kawhi.
So you left him there alone with Kawana?
We had to. The day after, I got a message on my phone from
You
Sensei.
didn't have to do nothing.
What did it say?
Nothing. There was only a video. It was of all of us, pushing Kawhi into the van.
Nigga like,
Turns
help!
out he
Ugly ass
recorded
nigga.
what we did in the city. You can see all our faces so clearly. How we covered Kawhi's mouth as he screamed for help.
Look at this nigga say, ooh, this shit is good.
Even if you know the backstory, the video is a clear-cut abduction. As I was watching it the first time, another message came in. This time, a picture.
Picture of
When I
what?
saw it, I just went cold. That's when I knew I would never be able to escape him.
What the hell you seen,
It
nigga?
was a picture of Kawhi. Dead.
Oh,
Anyone who saw those messages
shit.
would think we killed him after shoving him into the van.
And that's how he got his real leverage on his former students.
Since then, we've been at his beck and call. No matter what he tells us to do, we wouldn't dare refuse him.
He's giving you orders?
That man! He forces us to help him. He makes us accomplices to murder.
Murder?
What the hell? Murder who exactly?
Any bullies involved in suicides. That's who Sensei's got it in for. Anyone he can find across the country. He doesn't even care how old the case is. If a student commits suicide, and bullying is suspected as the cause, he'll turn up. As far as I
Till you
know,
turn up, man.
counting Kawhi, I think he's killed at least 7 people.
7?
God damn. He couldn't kill
How's
me
he
though,
doing
because I'm
this?
whooping his ass.
So his idea of justice is killing bullies? Across the entire country?
He said that's the only way we can atone. Anyone who drives someone to suicide must always face justice. Until society comes to terms with this, he says we'll keep getting our hands dirty. That way, we might be able to save the next few Mitsurus before it's too late for them.
Not sure I should say this out loud, but I'm kind of rooting for this guy now.
Yeah, let's not.
Yeah,
So was
I
the
don't know
murder
what
of
you
Hiro
talking about.
Mikoshiba part of that agenda?
Still out here
We
killing
know
niggas.
Mikoshiba drove Ihara's-san to suicide 4 years prior. That has to be why Kawana let Ihara murder him, and how you found your role in establishing his alibi.
Not just me. Grabbing Mikoshiba required a good number of people. All the people who pinned Ehara down. And even the ones who filmed it, they were working for Sensei.
Oh.
So that's how it went down.
We had an unspoken agreement that we wouldn't directly take part in any killing.
Well, we
He
get all
just
the
makes
details.
us his
No.
accomplices somehow. Like luring a target or digging a hole for a body. But the one thing we can't ever do is turn him down. If we do, he'll
Yeah,
send
turn
his
down
video
for
of us
what?
abducting
You feel me?
Kawhi to the police. And then Kawhi's body will turn up with our fingerprints all over his corpse. And we know that because he's hidden Kawhi's corpse in a freezer somewhere.
Well, we're gonna have to find that.
He's preserving one of his murder victims?
So as long as he has that, you're wrapped around his finger.
Sounds to me like Kawana's had one thing on his mind for 13 years. Sitting on that video and becoming an Ijincho handyman was all in service of his real motive, killing off bullies. He's dragged all his former students into this hell, until the day it destroys every single one of you.
Is today that day?
I don't know, nigga.
We'll see. I'm still curious about a few things though, if you don't mind.
What?
There were these scumbags chasing down Kawana called RK. What part did they play?
Yeah, nigga.
Strangely enough, they never came up once during your confession. So tell me, why'd they come for Yokosawa?
That I don't know for certain. But Sensei did reach out to Yoko-chan about 6 months ago over the phone. He was asking her about the suicide at Seiryo High.
The suicide at Seiryo High. You must be talking about Toshiro Ehara.
The lawsuit played out like no bullying took place, right? That the school wasn't responsible. But Yoko-chan was a teacher there, and Sensei was able to get the truth out of her.
How'd he do that? What did he say?
From Yoko-chan's perspective, she and Sensei were both just teachers dealing with students attempting suicide. I think that's why she let her guard down and told them everything. After learning the truth, Sensei believed Mikoshiba needed to be held accountable.
So if Sawa-sensei hadn't talked to him, Ehara wouldn't have gotten involved? And none of this would be happening in Ijincho?
Possibly.
No, this isn't right. Sawa-sensei didn't know Kawana's identity or his objectives. She thought she was just talking through her problems with a sympathetic ex-teacher. At the very least, she sure as hell didn't deserve to die for that.
Yeah, nigga.
It's not like
wrong
we're
with
the
you?
ones who did it.
Who did it? I mean, I know you didn't do it. It was Sano,
is it?
goofy ass.
Block number.
It's gotta be Sano.
Hello?
Yo, know who this is, Yagami?
Kawana?
Yeah. I heard you're looking for me.
Where are you?
Yeah, look at him whoop your ass.
I'm willing to meet you now if you come alone. But you have to let Mamiya go in exchange.
I don't care about her.
What?
Alright.
As long as
She's
as long
free
as
as
I
soon
can
as
whoop
I
your
see
ass, it's all good.
Works
It's all
for me.
good.
Then come on down to your office. I thought I'd let myself in.
But I know
What?
you ain't breaking in my office. Oh,
Gotta
yeah.
say, this chair's pretty comfy.
Yeah, these hands gonna
Pretty
be
sure I
comfy
locked
too.
up behind me when I left.
Slump you.
Listen, I'll only
I'm finna
meet you
slump this
alone.
nigga quick.
No one else. And don't make me wait long, or I could change my mind.
But I don't care about none of that. I'm slumping your goofy ass.
He told me to meet him alone. You can let
told me to
Mamiya
come and
san
slump
go
his
once I
goofy
confirm
ass.
he's there.
You gonna be alright by yourself?
Yeah, I'm always
Well,
good.
he already
nigga.
knows Mamiya-san's with us. I'm guessing he was watching us from somewhere. And I can't afford to do anything that would piss him off enough to make him disappear.
Yep.
Got it.
Oh, we'll take care of this end of it. Shouldn't you move your ass?
Pause, first of all, nigga. Alright, guys. I'm gonna end the video right here. In the next one, you'll catch me whooping whoever the nigga name's ass. I forgot his name already. But, I'm out, niggas. Holla.